what can you expect at the new Bluey Adventure experience in Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom? Stick with us today and you will find out. Up until this morning, the Bluey experience has been accessible via the virtual queue. However, we got on the My Disney Experience app at 6:55 this morning and went to look at the virtual queue and make sure we had our party set. And it said, as of June 2nd, this will be a standby line only. So we are now headed to the area, Rafiki's Planet Watch is what it used to be, to see what that standby line looks like. When we were on our way here, I checked in the My Disney Experience app to see what the standby line looked like, because we were here about an hour after park, or 30 minutes after park open, and it wasn't listed on the standby wait time. So we'll let you know what we see. You do have to take a train over to Conservation Station, and that will take time. And previously, you weren't able to take a stroller with you, or I think you had to break down your stroller. So just keep that in mind. If you do have little ones, you're probably gonna have to hold them or break down the stroller. We're probably just gonna leave our stroller at this side of Conservation Station because it does not break down very easily. So if you're not familiar, if you head towards the back of the park by the safari, that's where the train service is going to be to get you over to Conservation Station for the Bluey experience. And we're passing Harambe Market just here on the right. So that just gives you a couple of landmarks. We're approaching the Wildlife Express to Conservation Station, and you can see Bluey and Bingo are at the top left-hand corner of the board. So let's see what this looks like. Right now, it looks like there's a 15-minute wait for the Wildlife Express train and then a 15-minute wait for Bluey's Wild World. So we're gonna head there. Okay, we're walking down the path to the Wildlife Express. This is the Harambe Railway Station. I was half expecting really long lines, so I'm happy to see that at least right now it's not too long of a wait. Next departing train to Conservation Station. Bluey's Wild World Interaction Show runs daily from 8:30 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. and it's very much a kid-oriented play show. The building is heavily air-conditioned, which we really appreciated, and depending on where you land in the train exit, you'll find yourself inside the building waiting and watching a show from the sidelines before it's your party's turn to be a part of the show. On your walk from the train station to Conservation Station, there are several different Bluey and Bingo photo opportunities, which are very cute. So if you're not in a hurry, feel free to stop at those. Now, in terms of a character meet and greet, this is not a typical meet and greet. It is a facilitated event where a group of kids mingle with Bluey and Bingo while playing games like Magic Asparagus and Keepy Uppy. So parents and guardians, have your cameras out and take photos maybe while you have a video going to get your best pictures. This is constant movement and quite a bit overstimulating for kids and adults, but it will tire out your little ones if they are. All right, it's 9:17 as we disembark from our train, so about a 5-minute train ride over to Conservation Station. We are walking up to Conservation Station. It was about a 5-minute walk from the train station to get here, so keep that in mind. The terrain is uneven too. It is paved, but it will be difficult if you have a stroller or someone who might be in a wheelchair. It's a 15-minute wait. The line starts here. Hello, good morning.
Hi, friends.
Jumpin' Junction is the kind of petting zoo that used to be here. Well, it's still here, it's just renamed. This is really cute. And it's air conditioned. Yeah, air conditioning is nice. Very cute. Okay. How does this work?
Yeah, they can't give you.
All right, we're getting lined up for our Bluey show experience. We've already watched one show from the sidelines, so it's kind of interesting that at least you're standing in the air conditioning, but you're watching from the sides. It's about a 15-minute show. They did have it so that grown-ups are on the blue and kids are on the brown, so that was kind of nice. Here we go.
Hi there, I'm Taylor, your guide for today's Wild World adventure. And joining me are my friends Jen and Heidi.
a 15-minute show, and we're hopping over to the Jumpin' Junction, which is home to kangaroos and wallabies. Once the kangaroos and the wallabies get used to being in this new area, people will be able to walk through the path kind of like you would in an apiary. So that's going to be really cool. You'll get to be up close and personal, but still not touching them. It's 10 a.m. and we are leaving the Bluey and Bingo experience. We're walking back to the train that will take us back to the main part of Animal Kingdom. So I would say for now, budget at least an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes for the travel and the experience for Bluey and Bingo. So think about that when you pack it into your Animal Kingdom day. It will kind of make it a little bit more than a half-day park. I think within the next year, Animal Kingdom is definitely going to be back to a full-day park, which is exciting. Let us know what your thoughts are if you've been to the Bluey and Bingo experience in Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you haven't joined us before. We'd love to see you back for another video. But I'm Danny with Healthy Disney, and that's it. That's all for now. See you in the next one.